Oompa Loompa is back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Wow, looking very orange today. Not on Instagram. Instagram looking white as if I have no blood in my body. And over here on YouTube, I look like a Oompa Loompa again. So that's working out well. Hey, everybody. Welcome back, Innovation Insights. I'm Kevin Meredith. With the wonderful Brene. If we can wake her up this morning.
Tippity tip top.
We are talking about women.
Yeah, can you
Sit on your lap more?
Move
You want me?
over?
No, you don't need to move. I do. All right. Oh, look at. So this month, as we transition out of February into March, we will be focusing on officially Women's History Month. And so we're going to be honoring women the entire month. Not that we shouldn't be every other month, but we're going to put a little extra attention to it for March. So that's what we got going on. And this will just be kind of the kickoff for, well, what are we going to talk about this month? There were a number of topics to cover this month.
Women in STEM.
STEM. And
That's all I remember.
there will be more than that, but that's okay.
I have a calendar, but I don't remember off the tippity.
It'll be a lot like last month in how we started off with Black History Month, just reintroducing everybody to the high level, and then we'll kick into some specifics throughout the month. So one of the most important women in my life has her birthday this month. So that's always a good way to remember these two important things.
He's not talking about me, guys.
Her birthday, you should all remember, her birthday was last month, and we celebrated in good fashion.
All month long.
No pun intended, but when you're with Brene, it's always in good fashion. So I just think it's really important. One of the greatest mentors that I ever had and bosses was a woman in a male-dominated industry. And the thing that I really always appreciated, she did things a little bit different in general. She was a senior executive with profit and loss responsibility, no MBA, no desire to get an MBA. She allowed her experiences in engineering and progressively in leadership positions to position her to become a vice president and general manager of multiple very diverse business units at the time. And I fundamentally believe that she was my mentor before she was my boss. And had it not been for her, I would not be here right now in this position. It would be very hard to see how that would be. And that's not because she fired me or something. Don't think about it like that. It's because
nobody was thinking
she made well, you never know. She really, the thing I love the most about her is that she gave me true, open, and honest guidance as a mentor, and didn't sugarcoat things, didn't make it feel like this is what I'm supposed to say because you're coming to me for this type of advice or relationship. And it was both before I worked for her and after, when she had taken on another position, that I really remember the most two like critical moments in my career that were directly tied to her. And so I always hold her up to a gold standard of being an amazing leader, period. And the fact that she was a woman in a male dominated industry just made it that much more special, I think. And so that's really what I wanted to kick it off. Is nothing. This is not. This is gonna sound really bad to kick off a month about celebrating women, but in a lot of ways, she wasn't. She certainly wasn't a feminist. But she was doing everything to promote women, being herself a great example and actively supporting women throughout the organization to come forward. And so, sometimes the labels that we want to conveniently place on people don't do a whole lot of good, is all I'm trying to say with that. So just let the actions of people dictate the benefit that they provide, and don't try and push people into a box of convenience. That's all I'm trying to say. And if you're a feminist, go. I'm with you. It's fine. That was not an anti-feminist statement. Please don't take it that way. And she didn't fire me. So we're all in the same
Nobody was
Oh.
like,
How about you? Where do you want to take this?
I just come to listen to you.
That is not true. She does whatever she can to not listen to me. That's the reality.
I was thinking about my to-do list over there. No, I hadn't thought about it. As you were talking, I was thinking about, I think depending on who you ask, feminist has kind of a negative connotation, but I think it's really all about equality.
Yeah, no doubt.
And in relation to just that one point, I think that people who are anti-equality, whether they believe it or know it or not, consciously or subconsciously, are always just being very antagonistic about not wanting, instead of supporting the idea of equality, it's creating narratives that don't, right? Like do the opposite. And so I don't think that, I think that in essence, your boss was a feminist. She was interested in creating equal opportunities for women that men had, which is essentially what it is.
But at the same time, I mean, if that was her goal, she was definitely in a position of power where she could have more actively decided, no, I'm just going to give women opportunities over men, right? And they all have to be qualified. So I'm not saying it as if one would not be qualified over the other. But there's also value in having this diversity of thought, representation, so that it's not just a monolithic approach to anything. And even if it was all women, not every woman looks at the world the same way. And so, like, just putting everyone in a bucket, say, hey, we're all women here, doesn't necessarily mean that there's a complete alignment or likeness in the way that every thought or decision or action is taken, right?
Yeah.
She may have been a feminist. I guess that's the bottom line.
I'm just saying maybe she wasn't, but I just think that people who are open to the idea of creating equal opportunities for the sexes, period, is maybe, you're not out there saying we should all be feminists and carrying your flag, but you're open to the idea of equal opportunity for the sexes.
Speaking of that flag, is there a symbol of feminism? Is there a flag?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there a male symbol? I mean, I think it would be our gender symbols. That's like what I've seen mostly on.
In the whoop and
yeah. That's what I feel like I've mostly seen. I think that for me, I don't know if this is women's. Well, yeah, I guess women are natural givers of life, bearers of life, whether you're a mother or not. I think that we're all we're just wired in a way that speaks life, that produces life. And we're multipliers of things. So women are dope,
No.
essentially.
Bottom line, period, exclamation mark. Yeah, so I guess what we like to do with all of these is have a little call to action every time. So just start the month off right and reach out to a woman in your life that you care about, that has been important to you, whether it be professional or personal. Today, reach out and just let them know that you appreciate them and you're thinking about them and you have a gratitude to the support that you've received through them. I think that would be a great start for the month. So,
Me too.
I guess. And with that, that'll be it for this week. Thanks, y'all. Remember, innovation needs diversity, needs inclusion to really get optimal outcomes. And when we pay women, I guess that's one thing to talk about before we jump off, is the national soccer team in the US, the women's team, who is arguably one of the most successful sports teams ever, not just women's sports teams, any sport ever, get paid traditionally a tiny fraction sliver of what men were getting on the national team. And just recently, a week or two ago, we got Supreme Court judgment that said, yeah, you know what, you are paying them on unequal footing, and they should be getting the same salary. So I think that's a great result, and it will have additional implications going forward. But we can't say we honor women and then pay them half of what we pay their counterpart, or even a fraction of their counterpart, male counterpart. So with that, we're really done this time. Thanks, y'all. Talk to you soon. Oh my goodness, that's gonna delay this whole. Hey, we're still here. Hey. Too many buttons to click.
Okay.
Peace out, y'all.